So some of your CC and mods don't show up in the Sims 4, or maybe your Sims 4 mods and CC don't show up at all. I have some simple quick fixes for mods and CC not showing up in the Sims 4, so keep on watching. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It is so nice to see you. Today we're gonna talk about this very issue that has been addressed by you in my comments section. You guys said multiple times that some of your CC don't show up at startup in this mods window, basically, which is divided by custom content and script mods. Or maybe your mods and CC don't even show up at all in the Sims 4, and this window should look like that, There are multiple issues that are causing this. But before we get into this video, just a quick reminder: if you like this type of content and if you find it useful, please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all that good jazz. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I'm uploading a new video. Thank you so much for that. So back to our video. So guys, let's address this issue. There are two scenarios, right? The very first one, which is the simplest one in my opinion, in my humble opinion, is that no mods and no CC are showing up at startup. These two sections are basically empty. That's the happiest case, because all you need to do in this case is to basically go to game options, other, and then make sure to tick these two boxes: enable custom content and mods, and script mods allowed as well. Make sure to apply changes. Once you do that, you want to exit your game and you want to basically open your mods folder. So this is currently my mods folder. You want to make sure that you've copied those mods and CC in the right mods folder, because I don't know, it happens at times. Sometimes I create like a mods folder and I put it in my local disk D, It's always good to check if you've copied those mods into your mods folders, or maybe you didn't even copy those and those are still waiting for you to be copied in the downloads folder, essentially. So you basically need to copy these CC files or mods files, and then you need to go to your documents, electronic arts, the Sims 4, and then mods. So this is the right path. Make sure that you copy your mods and CC only in this folder. Do not copy those in some other folder on your computer, on local disk C or on local disk D, because those won't show up as they are not in the right folder. That is the right path, so please respect it. Once you've made sure that you've enabled your CC and that you've copied those in your mods folder, you also want to make sure that you don't copy those zip, rar, or 7z files directly into your mods folder. So I've just placed some zip files, some archive files right into my mods folder just for exemplification, because you don't want to do this. This is absolutely wrong. You actually need to install a file extractor program such as 7zip or WinRAR. I'm currently using WinRAR. As you can see right here, it is named WinRAR zip archive. So if your mod has a zip or a rar or a 7z extension, as you can see right here, you absolutely need to unzip it. The same goes for your CC. If those come in a zip format, please make sure to open this and then select all these files included within this archive. Do not select this folder right at the top because we don't need that, but make sure to select all these files and then simply drag and drop these into your main mods folder. Do not place those in subfolders, okay? I already have those installed, so we are going to replace those. And the same goes for each and every zip file that you might have in your mods folder. You want to make sure to unzip it and you want to make sure to put it in the main mods folder. Do not use subfolders. Obviously, I'm not talking about those mods which already come in a folder, which is going to be placed in here, but I'm talking about these specific mods that have individual files like this UI cheats one, because you can see that those are two files and you need to directly place those into your mods folder. So basically, if those mods or CC come in individual files, you need to place them directly into your main mods folder, and do not create a subfolder and then place those into a subfolder, because those won't work. On the other side, if your mod already comes in a folder, you'll need to leave it the way it is. So for instance, I have the slice of life mod over here. So you just want to, select this folder and then simply drag it and drop it into your main mods folder, right? I think it makes sense. Do not, create like another mods folder within your main mods folder to copy this slice of life folder, because this isn't the way it works. Okay, so you want to make sure to place all of your CC and mods, whether they come in a folder or not, into your main mods folder. So do not go folders and folders deeper within your mods folder. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, you also want to make sure that you have this file included in your mods folder, and this file is absolutely crucial. It is called resource.cfg. Now, many of you have asked me, where can you get this file from? You cannot simply download it from a website. This is basically part of the game. It's a game file that can be generated automatically. So if your current mods folder doesn't have this resource.cfg file, what you can do is to actually rename your current mods folder that doesn't have that file in mods old. Okay, so we're gonna rename it in mods old. Okay, and make sure not to have your game open at the same time, because I did this mistake. So you basically want to make sure not to have any archive game or origin program opened when you do this process. So you want to rename it in mods old, and then all you need to do is to actually open your game. You can also make sure to go online, and then you want to exit it right away. Don't worry if nothing pops up at startup. And then, as you can see right here, a brand new mods folder has been generated. It also includes this resource.cfg file essentially. So what you can do is to actually copy all of your content from here to your new mods folder. So basically what you want to do is to actually Control A, select all of your content, and then cut all of your files and then paste those into your newly generated mods folder that also includes this resource.cfg file. Now moving on to the second scenario, if only some mods or CC show up in this window right over here right at the startup. And by the way, if you didn't know, if this window does not show at startup, you can go to options, game options, other, and then view custom content, and here you can view all of your CC and mods. If only some CC or only some mods show up in this list, you want to make sure that you enable both custom content and mods apply changes. Also, by the way, you don't need to worry if some mods show up in the custom content section. So as you can see right here, if we scroll a little bit more, actually this slice of life mod shows up in the custom content field, so there is no need to worry about that. The reason why this mod is showing up in the custom content section is that some slice of life files are basically package files. So as you can see right here, these files are package files and therefore will be assimilated into CC files, because your CC are also package files. So there is no need to worry about that as long as your mod has a package extension. So as you can see right here, this MC Command Center also has a package extension, and it also has a TS4 script extension. So the files that have this extension will show up in the script mods section, whereas those files or mods that have a package extension will show up in the custom content section. If that makes any sense, the same thing goes with this scenario. So you want to make sure that you have this resource.cfg file. I've talked a bit earlier about this in this video, so make sure to check out that part. You also don't want to use subfolders. Okay, so see those subfolders? Those do not need to be in our mods folder because some CC won't show up if placed in subfolders. And the same goes for your mods files, because you don't want to place your mods in subfolders and subfolders and subfolders and subfolders and nest those in many subfolders. Okay, so as you can see right here, I pretty much have all of my mods in my main mods folder. Now I'm not talking about the mods that already come in a folder. I'm specifically talking about the mods that are individual files and that are placed in a subfolder. So you don't want to do that. And the same thing goes for CC. So you can simply Control A, cut, and then paste your CC in your main mods folder. I know it's gonna be a bit unorganized. If you want to organize your CC though, and if you already have those organized by categories as I do, so as you can see right here, I have this hair folder, a pretty good alternative to putting your CC directly in your mods folder is to basically merge your CC and then put that, merged file in your main mods folder essentially. And then you want to get rid of the folder that has those CC that you've merged essentially. So you want to place your CC directly in your main mods folder. That's what I'm talking about. And if you don't know how to merge your CC and how to place the final merged CC into your main mods folder, I have this video that specifically talks about this. So you definitely want to take a look at that. You also want to make sure that you didn't download CC that aren't compatible with The Sims 4. So as you can see right here, I intentionally put this right over here to basically show you that this CC file doesn't need to be in our mods folder because this is a Sims 3 pack file. So you only want to have CC files that are package files. You don't want to have those weird extensions that are compatible with, I don't know, Sims 1, Sims 2, Sims 3. So get rid of that file, and that's the reason why it doesn't show up in The Sims 4, because it's a Sims 4 CC and it isn't compatible with The Sims 4. And that leads me to the next point that I'm trying to make. So if your mods aren't showing up in The Sims 4, make sure that those specific mods are actually compatible with the version of your game, because as you probably know, you guys, we're back to this website, this wonderful website that basically shows you all broken and updated mods in CC. So you want to basically have in your mods folder only updated mods and only updated CC, because if those files are no longer compatible with the current version of your game, because many updates have come up over time, those won't show up and those won't be compatible with your game, essentially with the version of your game. So you want to make sure to install the latest versions for your mods in CC. One thing that you should also take into consideration is that you might not have specific meshes for your downloaded CC. So to exemplify what I'm trying to say right here, I have recently downloaded this recolor, which is called oversized t-shirt dress recolor. So if you only download recolors and you don't download and install the mesh, that specific CC won't work in your game. So it's pretty obvious. So please do not download only recolors, because those recolors also need a mesh. Without that mesh, those won't show up in a game, if that makes any sense. As you can see in this picture right over here, this oversized t-shirt dress needs a mesh. Now, if your CC doesn't have an update, you can also download this program called the TS4 Studio, and you can go to content management, batch fixes, and then see if there is a fix for a specific category of CC. We've pretty much had lots and lots of issues in terms of CC pretty recently. We had those skin tones issues. After that, skin tones, update. So you can very easily click on update skin tones and those specific CC will be automatically updated. We also have, batch fixes for objects, for chairs, because we had lots and lots of issues. I also have one video that talks about not being able to place, furniture in The Sims 4, as well as not being able to place chairs. Those won't snap to a specific table. So you can take a look at that video as well if you're dealing with this issue, but it's much easier to actually have those CC chairs in your mods folder and then, just simply batch fix them by using this option right over here. So it's pretty nice. You can also update post packs, which is pretty useful. So you can pretty much do lots and lots of things with this program. You can also merge CC, as I said before, and you can also view all of your CC. One thing that I really do not suggest is to download whole entire CC folders off the internet. So let's just say you want to download like a hair CC folder that has over, 500 CC. You don't want to do that because most CC folders are old and therefore will no longer be compatible with the current version of your game. I really recommend getting your CC off this Maxis Match CC World Tumblr page, because there you can find multiple really nice, CC furniture, CC hairstyles, CC makeup, and you can simply go to navigation and you can select whatever category you would like to, and you can simply access it and download your desired hat of this website. One more tricky trick, you guys, that you probably know or maybe not, who knows, is to basically look for the CC in the right places in your Sims 4. So let's just say you've downloaded, only cast CC, like hairs, eyelashes, clothes, and all that jazz. You want to basically click on this arrow, and then you want to click on content and filter by custom content, and all of your CC should show up right over here. Now you want to make sure that you go through all categories, because if we create a female character, you should see that if you go to the accessories category over here, and then if we go a bit closer and if we go to the glasses category, you will find the eyelashes in the glasses, section, which is kind of weird. I know it's pretty unexpected. So some CC are weirdly categorized, so you want to make sure to go through all categories while also filtering by custom content, so that you're sure that you're not missing anything. Now I'm saying this once again, please make sure that you also copy and paste your mods and CC in the right mods folder, because this happens to me quite a lot. Because if you have multiple mods folders on your computer, that doesn't mean that those mods folders have the right paths, right? So there is one single individual mods folder that you can find on your PC, and that is associated with your game. As I said before, the right path for mods and CC is this one, whereas the right path for downloaded houses and Sims is basically this one. And now the last tip that I can give you is to check if there are basically conflicts between mods and CC. So you can either install a specific program which is called MOD CONFLICT DETECTOR. However, I don't recommend this solution because it's pretty outdated, and it's a pretty high chance that that program won't actually tell you the correct existing conflicting mod that you may or may not have in your mods folder. So I have a video on that, but the actual solution that you wanna go for is to create a mods folder right on your desktop, and then you wanna put all of your mods in here, right? Those zip files, we're gonna cut those, and then we're going to paste those in this folder. And now we're only left with CC. Those only contain like CC files. So once you have taken out all of your mods, you want to open up your game and play it with your household, see if you encounter the same issue, and if you do, there's most probably something wrong with your CC file, so please make sure to basically identify the problematic mod and delete it from your mods folder. But if you don't encounter any issues, that means that issue is basically tied to a specific mod. So what you can do is to basically see what mods you have installed and download the latest versions and put those once again in your main mods folder. So we also have MCC, we also have MC Woohoo, we also have the simulation unclogger. And so basically once you have installed those mods once again, you want to make sure to open your game once again and see if you still encounter the same issue. If not, that must have been an issue which is related to the fact that your mods are not updated. But if you still encounter that issue, you want to add one mod at a time, open your game, see if everything works properly, and if so, you can move on to adding the second mod, test it out. If it works out, go to the next mod, and so on until you discover the mod that causes you issues. And so if you discover that culprit, you want to get rid of it, and then that's done, you will no longer play with it. It is that simple. So hopefully you liked this little video, and if you did, please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all that good jazz. Hit a notification bell to be notified whenever I'm uploading in a video, because it truly helps me a lot. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being with me and for watching this little video. It truly means a lot to me. You don't even know. I really like responding to your comments. I will see you very soon with a brand new exciting video. Have an awesome day just like you. Bye guys.